Hey guys, good morning. 7 Star Mike here for the new Trade Talk Media, where we help retail traders simplify trading and increase their profits. If that sounds like something fun for you, go ahead and click that subscribe and notification button so you don't miss out on any of the exciting content we're going to be rolling out for you. Today, I want to show you guys over a 100% gain in about 40 minutes. And this is just using basic support and resistance techniques. I'm going to show you guys how I did that on Twitter. Let's go check out the chart and I'll show you exactly what I was looking at. So if you saw my Twitter feed earlier today, this is one of the images you would have seen. Now, I actually did 2 buy orders. The one I'm showing here at 38 cents is the worst fill. The other one I did was just a minute before this one. It wasn't that much better. It was only a few cents lower, but I wanted to show the one that had the highest fill because I don't like when people show the best of the best online and then everyone's supposed to think that it's just that easy and you're a millionaire in 2 weeks if you take their magical course. I like to show the reality of trading. So my other fill was a little bit lower than 38 cents. I'm showing you the 38-cent one because that's the highest that I paid for this. The exit was actually just one exit. The whole position was out at 78 cents in a single trade. And overall, it was a little over 105% gain. And I want to show you guys what I was looking at because this is a pretty simple support and resistance trade. So if you have support and resistance knowledge, you'll be able to see where this entry is really easily. If you're new to support and resistance, I'm going to put a link above us here that's going to show you a full 4.5-hour course on support and resistance basics. But for now, let's go into the chart. Let me show you exactly what I was looking at when I placed this trade. Okay, so we're going to start on a daily chart for Twitter. And there's a reason why I want to start on the daily, even though I don't trade off of a daily chart. So these lines here, you're going to see support and resistance lines for previous points in the year where something significant happened that I was just marking on the chart. This one here happened back in January. We had a spike and then a rejection there. So I drew a line over there. It was a little bit of support over here. So I ended up keeping that line on the chart. That's 33.49. So I want you guys to remember that. I'm going to isolate that line just to show you that that's where I drew the line there. That is 33.49. Now, we're going to come into a 1-minute chart for today and look at that line there is 33.49. You're going to see the cloud on here. For those of you familiar with the cloud, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not familiar with it, it's not something I'm going to get into on this video because it takes a little bit of explanation. But look at this level here. This 33.49 level and the cloud are both acting as support right here. So what we had for Twitter in the pre-market was a sell-off. And then I'm going to zoom in over here. This 33.49 and the cloud, once we opened, we popped above it. We came back to test it. It held as support. So my first buy was actually on this candle here. The second buy order was this candle, and this is the one that filled at 38 cents. So this one filled a little bit less, but what you can see is we popped above that level, we came back to test it, it held as support for 4 candles, and then we started taking off. So that was actually my entry. We have a sell-off, we pop once the market opens. There's 2 reasons why this is a low-risk entry here, because we have support at 33.49 from January, and we have support from the cloud. So if I was wrong on this trade, I would exit somewhere down here for probably 10, 15, 20 cents less than I got in. So that's not going to destroy my account, even if it worked against me. But again, low risk entry because there's 2 forms of support right in here that we're using as our entry. You can see it did bounce off there and climb up, and then it gave a little bit back and then started climbing again. And I think my exit was somewhere on this candle maybe. Let's go check that one. I had the graphic set up. So you can see 7:14 was my exit, and I am on the West Coast time, so that is 10:14 in the morning. And this red candle right here is 10:14. So you can see I entered based on 2 forms of support. I did ride a little bit of a pullback. It climbed again. It made a new high over here from this one, but the next candle gave that back pretty quickly. So 10:14 was my exit, and then you can see it actually bled off the rest of the day. So it was a pretty good exit in my opinion. You can see we're actually still forming some support at this 33.49 area here. It's not looking too strong. We tried to bounce again, and now that cloud, it didn't quite get up there, but that area is acting as resistance. So that was Twitter. That was over a 100% gain. And that is based entirely on support and resistance. If you guys need some support and resistance help, I'm going to put a link to that video that I did. It's 4.5 hours long. It is a long one, but it covers everything we use as far as finding entries and exits. Support and resistance is vital if you want to be a day trader. So I'm going to link that video. You guys can check that out. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this made some sense and you can look for some setups like this on your own charts. Let's go grab those profits.